Well, this video where Fred Bear is hunting grizzly bears in Canada with Bill Love is one that I first watched when I was about 18 years old. And I remember this one specifically because of a lot of things. I don't want to give it away, but let me walk you through one of my favorite Fred Bear grizzly hunts. It's also interesting to note that grizzly bears, brown bears, the big bears were one of Fred's favorite animals to hunt. On a lot of Fred's hunts, they use horses because he does a lot of backcountry hunts. You know, Yukon, Alaska, things like that. And having hunted Canada for grizzlies myself, I mean, this is exactly what it looks like. So pretty neat that these guys are easing in basically on a kill. I love that these guys are easing in. They've got basically a bait. I'll call it a bait because this grizzly bear is on a carcass. And they know he's coming into this carcass. So they're gonna slip up and Fred's gonna try and get a shot at this grizzly bear. You gotta back that up. When I first saw this, I'm like, wait a minute, did Fred Bear just miss a grizzly bear? I loved it. You talk about adding excitement to a video. He just missed a grizzly bear. I think we can all relate to the disgusted feeling Fred had and him actually throwing his bow in the bushes. He was just, I think he was just disappointed or disgusted with himself. But I love that Fred decided, you know what? Let's put the video in there of me missing that grizzly bear. And I'll tell you, the adrenaline and the excitement, I can totally relate to because I have been in front of a giant grizzly bear that stood up right in front of me when I had a recurve in my hand.
Oh, we'll have a chance at him again.
Well, you suppose he might come back?
Oh, he doesn't seem too alarmed.
Yeah, maybe another one will come back, huh?
That's right. I think
What
we
do we do? Go back a ways and...
I believe that would be the right
wait,
thing to do.
Okay. Hey, how'd you like me to use that for a backup? For a backup? I don't know about that, Bill. This is a bow and arrow, of course, you know that. That's right. No, the bow hasn't any shocking power to speak of. It's a deadly weapon, but you have to be pretty close. And what you're doing with an arrow is shooting a knife. Actually, there's been more people killed in warfare with the bow and arrow than have been killed since the invention of gunpowder in the 14th century.
Is that right?
Yeah, you should. It's a pretty potent weapon.
Fred's missed this bear once. Now he's slipping in. He knows they're videoing it. This is why they're there, to hopefully try and get this grizzly bear. But I know Fred had to be feeling the pressure. Look at the power of this bear as it's pushing on this moose carcass. That's a little intimidating to see an animal that big, that close, that you know is stronger and faster than you are. This is such a neat shot right here that the cameraman's getting, because again, you can see Fred, you can see the bear in the same frame. It's real world. Obviously, in this scenario, he's got somebody back further videoing this bear. Fred buries the arrow, makes a great shot in the shoulder, but this shot right here, as Fred backs up, as this big grizzly bear is spinning around with an arrow in its lungs, is just awesome to me. Fred backs up a little bit, then he squats down. You can see Bill's there ready with the rifle. But I think they both knew almost immediately that it was a great shot.
not rush in there too hishy like Bill. After all, we just think he's dead.
But I just remember so many things about this video from when I was just a kid, really, 18 years old, and watching this and going, what an incredible adventure.
Gosh, he's well furred too, eh?
Blonde on the top, silver on the sides, down into black legs. I know why they call them silver tips now. You get the silver tip. Look at the teeth. He is a snarl even in his death, Bill.
That's right.
Yeah, holy gee.
Let's see
How
what
about
kind of
those
a claw he's got here, eh?
They're pretty long, aren't they? Usually they're worn down more at this time of year. Yeah, that's
Sure
a
are.
beautiful foot. Well, you can understand how he clawed down that moose, huh?
Yeah, I see. Gosh, that was a quick kill, really.
Well, those arrows, they do business. I've been telling you that, you know. You won't believe me, and here
Well, I'll believe it from here on out.
Yeah,
Sure will.
So many reasons this is one of my favorite Fred Bear films. They're all my favorites, but this one stands out because Fred showed himself missing. It made him real to me when I was a kid even, you know, that was missing deer sometimes. So it made him real. He also showed a part of himself when he was like threw his bow in the bushes, just frustrated, and we've all been there. But then he went back and made a great shot. So it had the triumphant ending, if you will. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. It's one of my favorites.
Fred Bear has a trophy to be proud of, a silver-tipped grizzly. But even more, he has demonstrated the challenge and excitement of a bow and arrow hunt. Unlike the long-range hunting afforded by the modern rifle, in bow hunting, you must be able to stalk with great care and skill to within a few yards of your trophy.